Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Happy Wednesday everyone. I'm so excited to craft with you today. So first off, before we get rolling too far, I do want to show some beautiful cards that I received in the mail. You guys blessed me over and over and over, which I absolutely love. So let me just switch my screen here so that you can see. And yes, I'm still on Christmas cards. Mrs. Houston, I tell you. All right, so this is gorgeous. I love, hi Pam, good afternoon. I love how they stamped this. Can you see how they stamped this? And then they used kind of a little mat and an insert, an overlay kind of thing, and only colored this portion. Isn't that smart? Love it. Hi Kathy. Thanks for sharing, Pam. Isn't that gorgeous? And I like, look, the gold embossing and those jewels. Oh, stunning. Oh, and there's this little bit here too. I forget where that's from. That's neat. So thank you, Karen, all the way from Manitoba. That's beautiful. She is an amazing card maker. So thank you so much. Brilliant idea. All right, and another Manitoba girl. She loves her bunnies, and in fact, a lot of people call her Bunny. That's kind of her new name, if you will. I think it's so cute. So she made her Christmas cards with bunnies. Isn't that neat? So adorable. So thanks, Valerie. I like it. It's totally you, which I love. And then we have this one. I like this. I like the simplicity of this. It's kind of just brilliant, actually. But very simple, isn't it? And that's from Jennifer in Manitoba as well. I really like it. Love this idea. And you know, when you cut off a little bit, if you've got 6x6 paper, say for instance, and you cut that piece off, you could mount it like that. Smart, Jennifer. Very smart. Hi, Amy. Good afternoon. So thank you, Jennifer. That's beautiful. Oh, you know, Kevin, every time he saw this poinsettia in the catalog, or he saw a card arrive with this poinsettia, he was like bound and determined that that had to be, we had to get this. And you know what? I never did. I didn't. But man, did I enjoy everybody's cards that came with that. It's stunning. And here they used the, I guess, I forget what it was called, but the velvet paper, I suppose. Oh, that's a stunner. Hello, Michelle. Hope you're feeling better. Oh, Michelle had surgery, so she's probably not feeling so great. Donna, hello. Jennifer, I just showed your card. It's beautiful. Smart idea. And so this was from Marlene in Manitoba as well. Did we get all Manitobans today? So thank you, my ladies in Manitoba. I love your cards. What great ideas. Hello, the other Jennifer. Thanks for sharing. Awesome, awesome. All right, so today and this week, we're going to play around with this stamp set. It is retiring, and so I want to show off how great it is. Was it flocked vellum? It feels like velvet. I don't know. Could be. I can't remember what it was called. But man, it's stunning. And then how she embossed it. I assumed it was embossed. I'm not sure. And Marlene doesn't have Facebook, so we'll just have to take a guess at that one, won't we? Hello, Linda. Good to see you. So yes, we're going to play around with Happy Thoughts, and we're also going to play around with the Fine Art Florals. Gorgeous. As soon as I saw this paper, I had to have it. It's one of those hand-painted ones. It's got florals, it's got beautiful colors, and look at all the cardstock that matches with this set. Unbelievable. So you know it's going to be super versatile. Hi, Kathy. because of all of those colors that it matches with. So I'm excited to play around with it. I haven't played with it yet, so here we go. We get to play with this. I love this stamp set because it's got those sentiments that you can throw on the inside of a card. Oftentimes, you know, they're just really tiny and they don't fill up the space. Hi, Sandra and France and Cindy. Hello there. The paper the paper came that way. It was flock paper. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm glad you guys know more than I do. I guess the things that, you know, I don't buy everything. I can't possibly buy everything. And so I'm glad you guys are able to help me out on those things that I didn't purchase. Awesome. So as I was saying, it has those sayings that you can throw on the inside of a card that coordinate with an outside sentiment, or you can do it vice versa. And I had actually written to Stampin' Up! In this Stampin' Up! Sandbox. As demonstrators, we're allowed to use that, and you can ask for or request certain things or suggest ideas and that kind of thing. And so I had written and I had said that, you know what, we need some sentiments for the inside of cards. And so this came out. This is actually $1 million earner. I will have to put that in the comments. I will have to see whose $1 million stamp set this is, but I think it's brilliant. We're on the same wavelength. Hey, you got the chopped kit, France. That's awesome. So anyways, we are going to play around with it. My brain's not working so well, so I thought, you know what? Let's start kind of from the beginning and just create some simple cards. And so I'm going to get our trimmer. I've got myself 6 card bases. So once again, all those neat colors that coordinate so well. So I've got Mossy Meadow, Merry Merlot, which I never get to use very often, but I'm glad we can use it. Terracotta Tile, which is retiring. So if you love this color, snag it. Bumblebee, which is an in color, which will be around for 1 more year. And So Saffron. I was thinking the other day, you know, I never used So Saffron, so I'm excited to play with it today. And Poppy Parade. So there we go. 6 card bases. And then I've got a piece of 12 by 12 paper that is from this set, Fine Art Florals. And it's very busy, and I chose that for a reason. The other side, stunning. I love that pattern. Okay, so we're going to end up chopping this paper into a bunch of pieces of paper. We're going to do kind of a love it, chop it day today for those that are maybe new or have never done this before, or if you need many cards quickly, this is a way that you can maximize your paper and create a lot of cards. So since it's 12 by 12, I'm actually going to cut it into 4-inch strips. So 1, 2, and then this third one will be 4 inches as well. And then, so we're going to make like the first layer that essentially you tend to use a lot. And so I'm going to take all those and put them together, and I'm going to cut this at 5 1/4. Push these all down and do 5 1/4 again. And then we have these little pieces left over that we can play around with. And boom, we've got lots of card papers to play around with. All right, so we're going to try and make each one totally different. 6 cards. We're going to do this quick, see how fast we can go. So first off, I've got my So Saffron. Let's kind of just put this down as is. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Just quickly place that down on our card base in the middle like so. And the sentiments that I'm going to play with today is the little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people. Isn't that nice? And then thank you. All right, so what I did was I also decided to play around with some retiring dies. My favorite, my all-time favorite. I don't know what they're thinking. I really don't. It's the Stitched Shapes dies. So it comes with, I believe, four squares, 4 ovals, and 4 circles, and they all have that beautiful stitching all around the edge. It was the first set to come out with the stitching, and I was sold after that. But this has been my go-to set for sentiments, I tell you. I think this is a necessary thing because I was looking in the catalog, and other than the layering circle dies, which you get a plain circle and then a scallop circle, this is the only circle set that has the stitching. So if you love the stitching as much as I do, it just adds that little piece of something. You need this set. Absolutely need it. So I cut out the oval from this, and I believe it's going to fit our sentiment just perfectly. Now we used So Saffron. Let's play around with, I don't know, what color should we add here? Do you want to do terracotta tile? We could do as a sentiment. We could do, what was I thinking? Mary Merlot. Whoopsie. Let's go with terracotta tile. I think it's just nice and soft. So I'm using the thank you. And it's on a G block. If you don't have a G block, get one. It just helps make those small linear stamps stamp perfectly, because then you minimize the chance that you're going to rock and make a little halo, if you will. All right, so here we go. Now something I thought, oh, we could throw behind is the Forever Flourishing dies. They have a bunch of neat leaf patterns that you can cut out, and I thought just for something little to kind of accentuate that the sentiment, I thought, why not put a little vellum piece? In fact, I also did a vellum. I did a vellum and I did a Mary Merlot one. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, let's just go with vellum. And I have some ribbon here. This one, is this, can you remember, is this one retiring? It's petal pink, organdy striped ribbon. That might look nice underneath it too. Let's do that. So, just trim this down a little. And so what I'm going to do is actually put some snail on the back of this. Let me know if you're playing along, if you've cut up your cardstock and you're going to create along with me. I'm just going to stick that to there. I'm going to throw this on. I think this side's a little more fancy. Oh, well, yeah, I think that works. And then let's throw on our dimensionals because I want this to pop up a little bit here. That also helps hold the ribbon on, like so. Maybe, I don't know, I was going to do it down below, but yeah, I'm going to do it down below. There we go. Pretty, pretty. And of course, we can just throw on some, ooh, champagne rhinestones. Hello, ladies that have popped on. Good to see ya. And my take your pick tool. I had it because I was poking out some little bits. Well, we'll borrow my scissors for now until I locate that. I love these champagne rhinestones. I'm glad they're carrying over because they just match with so many things. Love it. Ah, I'll put one there. There, one card done. Isn't that easy? Jennifer, it's plus 17 there? What? Oh, wow. I thought it was nice here. Nope, that's incredible. Hi, Evelyn. There we go. Easy peasy, right? Done. Card one. Okay, let's do another. This time, let's go with, say, our mossy meadow. And how about we use one of our pieces here to go across this time. So let's glue this one down. Like so, and we'll put that down. Do we want it at the top half this time? Yeah, let's go top half this time. Make it different. Okay, so another little sentiment shape that's retiring, I don't understand, is the stitch nested label dies. You know how long it took me to learn how to say this? Oh my goodness. Oh, honestly, it was hilarious after a while because I had to practice it over and over and over to get it. So they can't retire. Oh. Anyways, these are retiring, and so this shape is perfect for the sentiment. Oh dear, I suppose I didn't. Hopefully my Simply Chamois got a little extra moisture left. I forgot to re-wet it. So let's, I think it's gonna fit. Ooh, might just be barely here. Maybe I should have done the bigger one. Okay, or this is the bigger size. What if we were to use gold embossing powder? This was not on my plan. But let's go with gold embossing powder. Where I put it? Right here. And hopefully my heat tool is, what is that? Heat tool is plugged in. We'll need some Versamark for this. I'm using Mary Merlot. Thank you. And let's pour that gold embossing powder. Oh, I see I got lots of little halos there. So I've got myself a little paintbrush in the bucket that I can wipe that off with. Just so you're aware, the the embossing powders aren't really retiring. It's just that you're going to have to buy them in packs, combo packs. So if there's a certain color that you use all the time that you know, want to stock up on, probably a good idea to get that. Otherwise you have to get them in like a multi-pack, if you will, in the new catalog. So you still have a little bit of time, but don't wait too long because things are selling out. Oh, I didn't. Excuse me. No, I gotta go under the tape. Okay, I'm back. There we go. All right, so let's see what we can make here. There, just throw it off to the side a little bit. We could add a little piece as a little shadow even, so I don't waste those little, yeah, let's go like that. So let's glue this one down first. I think it was somewhere there. Let's use dimensionals for this. Make sure it doesn't sag in the middle. Like my mattress. Oh man. We don't have luck with mattresses. We honestly go to the store, we buy the most expensive ones, and they, I don't know, they're like saggy. You should see ours. Oh my Lanta. Saggy and just a disaster. How about some Bumblebee, the gingham ribbon? How about if we tied a little bow and put that on? So we're actually, I'm looking online because we're both, you know, a little heavier. And so I don't think every mattress is meant to be for big people. And so I've been kind of looking as to, you know, what's a good mattress for big people. And there's this company called Big Fig. It stands for Big Figure. Cut the white dye and have, oh yes! Oh, that would have been fun too. That's a great idea, Amy. I'm sorry I missed that comment. I think right there would look cute. Anyway, so it's meant to be for big people. It's supposed to last for 20 years. 20 years! I don't know how that's possible when most mattresses we buy is like last one. So who knows? It also comes in the mail in a box, which kind of I like to buy local. I like to buy somewhere that you can, you know, go and talk to a human. But a lot of people don't get that issue, I suppose. I'm gonna put 3 rhinestones here. These champagne rhinestones, just in a little row, just to add a little sparkle. Kind of matches that gold embossing. So I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. So there we go. Card number 2. There. Let's go with card number 3. We're going to take the card base of Mary Merlot. And how about this time what if we were to turn this over and use this? Is that one with a little more Mary Merlot? No. Okay. How about if we turn this over and just use the flowers? I'm just going to look and see if there's a different pattern that has a little less of this. Woo! This one looks a little better. Yeah, let's go with this one. So if anybody, I don't think anybody's as large as myself. Anybody have any mattress recommendations? I'd love to hear it. We're also in Canada, which is another beast in itself because there's not a whole lot of Canadian companies, right? So, okay, let's glue that down. We could also go this direction. Maybe we should do that. Let's go this direction, but let's put a little ribbon cut just for something a little different. Like so. And let's see. I do have, what do I have here? A Mary Merlot piece there. That might kind of coordinate nicely with the, I don't want too many shapes. Coordinate nicely with the card base. How about get a scrap piece of Whisper White. And let's just go thank you on there. Let's do Mary Merlot. Nice. Now I don't have the stamp set that goes along with these, the paper. I feel like I have a lot of flower stamps, so I thought, but I had to have that paper. That paper was absolutely stunning. So, you know, if I need to use a different flower or whatnot, all works, right? I think I keep saying too many times. Since I saw Lisa on here, I'm going to do the Lisa Harden cut. I don't know what it's really called. Maybe a little closer here. So just kind of parallel to each other. Now, what other ribbon do I have? Oh, yes, I have the Mossy Meadow. I have my favorite, which is also retiring. Oh, man. Oh, and I've got this, the terracotta tile. No, I like this. Maybe we can do a little something fancy underneath the thank you. Let's do a little weave or something. Okay, so let's go. Oopsie. I'm working with my left hand. That doesn't really work so well. It ain't gonna cooperate. Okay, so I'm just going to actually like do some gathering. Kind of making curtains, let's put it that way. So I'm just folding it onto itself. I'm not sure if it's gonna show or not, but it makes it look like a little tutu. Okay, and then we can just cut this off. Cute. It'll actually show up a little nicer just because it's doubled, so yeah. Okay, let's throw this down onto here. I'll just add a little bit more stamp and seal. Totally on the wrong side. Let's put this underneath, and this is from that Forever Fern. And then let's use dimensionals. My desk is getting to be a mess. Okay, there. Finally got it all cleaned up again on Monday. Oh boy. It's amazing how much stuff piles up every single time you craft. Time we're at 2. All right, so we've made, what's this, our third, fourth card? Third. All right, there's our little thank you. Let's get the champagne rhinestones on here. Oh, I so much prefer the take your pick tool. I can remember the days when we had to use the scissors, and I mean, it's okay, but if you can get the take your pick tool, do it. So there's our third. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's go with our terracotta tile. And how about, this is a pretty crazy busy side. So what I thought was, you know, throw some vellum on it. Why not, right? Just kind of mutes it a little bit, enough to just calm it down a little bit. Oh, and also, let's add some of this bumblebee ribbon in here. I think it just matches so nicely. But this time, I kind of want to add the saying part onto the front, if you will. So let's go in with Mary Merlot, because I think that's kind of one of the darker colors that would match nicely. Oh, I have another idea. Because who says we can't put the sentiment, the big sentiment that normally you would put on the inside of the card? Why? Who says we can't put it on the outside? I say you do what you like. And there we go. Miss Mary Merlot. And let's just trim this down with my little trimmer so it's nice and straight. It's a great way to use up those little scraps. How does it look? I think it's even. We could also turn it this way. I think I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to put the yellow ribbon behind here, across here a few times, since it's a little bit narrow. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty. It's my check. Alright, so let's go put some snail seal on the back of this layer. And I just like to tuck my ribbon, lay it where I want it, and tuck it behind. And I'm going to put 2 strips, I think. Come on. I feel like I have an extra finger or something today. I feel clumsy. Must be the exhaustion. Okay, I think I like that. Now let's go, I'm going to go over top of that ribbon just to help hold it down. And let's glue this to our card base. Let's throw one in the middle just for good measure. There we go. And, ooh, I could tuck that underneath. That might look pretty. Yes, I like that. So I'm just going to add a little bit of seal on the bottom there, because I'm hoping that where I place it under the ribbon, it'll get kind of hidden. Because vellum is such a hard beast to play around with. So if you just glue at least a little bit, I think that's okay. It'll be all fine. Okay, and if we go, maybe we'll have to go a little bit like that. I was thinking, I do have this terracotta tile ribbon. If I was just to have that little piece of ribbon peeking out underneath, that might look kind of pretty, hey? So let's get a little piece out here. Like that. So there, you don't have to use the entire ribbon as is. Make it into something that you can use. I almost feel like, well, I'm not loving the shape of the rectangle. It's very bold. So should we? Well, let's put it up on dimensionals and see what happens. Not sure if I should put it up top or a little, yeah. I think I'll put it just right there. And because this is kind of curling up, we can always throw a glue dot underneath. And if I had my you take your pick tool, sheesh. Work best, but just throw a glue dot underneath. Guess we're going to use the scissors like so, and I think we need some rhinestones up there. There they are. Kind of neat. And then I'll put on the inside the thank you. Fun. So that's card number 4. Number 5. Now an idea I thought about was, why not run this paper through an embossing folder? There's the dainty diamonds. It's retiring too. Oh, so you want to snag this. It's so pretty. I was thinking about using the Subtles embossing folder as well, so lots to choose from, right? Okay, let's, this is retiring too, isn't it? The organdy, no, what's this called? It's crinkled seam binding ribbon. I think if I remember right. Okay. Let's go with, what about some mossy meadow? Does this, you know, I didn't even think about this, but it's kind of like that braided linen trim. It does. Yeah. It pulls apart. You can make it a little fatter than you'd like. Now I like Amy's idea of the little portion behind. Got a little red or terracotta tile piece. It's retiring. And let's just get a little. Do I have a little? Let me look for a different color of cardstock. Let's go with Mary Merlot. Let's do gold again. Go. The embossing buddy. Nope. The Simply Chamois. let's go with the birthmark. I keep saying go, don't I? Crinkle seam binding is in the new Cotta. Thank you. Thank you. I remember somebody complaining because there weren't any more ribbons to be colored. That's why I thought, uh-oh, maybe that one's going to. All right, let's do our little thank you. Another scrap piece here. Looks good. And I now have my heat tool plugged in. Okay, I'm running out of space. It's amazing how we can craft in a 1 by 1 foot space. Okay, let's make this as narrow as we can. I don't want it to be too big. I love the gold with this. It looks stunning. Speaking of which, some of the foils are also retiring. So if I think it's brass and I forget the other one that's retiring. Darn. Okay, let's see about this. If we put this underneath, you can also make these poke out the sides. So if we cut this in half, we can kind of make there we go, like a little label. All right, let's put this together. So let's put some seal on the back to add that little piece here. Trying to see, I've got one dot here and one dot here. And then if I line this up with my grid paper, and try to get like one dot, something like that. I think that's pretty close. Nobody's going to get a ruler unless it's Lisa. I tease her about using her ruler, but you know what? She ends up not having to redo projects because her things are perfect. Where I'm kind of a just do it. And then, sometimes I need to redo. Now I'm taking this off and I don't even have this down yet. Okay, let's, should we make one of those? I think that's too much. We go in like so. Am I even going to see this? It'll be there just a little bit. Yeah, why not? Let's pick some scissors that aren't all gummy. There we go. Okay, let's glue this down. Now, since it's bumpy, I'm going to use the liquid glue. Make sure the glue gets in all the little crevices. Now this, once again, was the one that was embossed with the dainty diamonds. It just adds a little something, right? It's kind of neat. Put that there. And then I think let's add that with dimensionals. A little thank you. And the rhinestone silver. Thank you, Pam. So silver is retiring. So if you are a silver fan, brass. I'm pretty sure it was brass. Want to snag those foils. Oh, no. The glue's not gonna come with it. So there we go, card number 5, easy peasy. Let me put my ink pad lid back on. Cute. See if I can get you the nice shine of the thank you. Isn't that nice? Easy. Love it. Then there's that stitched circle. Gotta have it, gotta have it. All right, our last card. 6 cards in almost under an hour. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, what I want to do for this one is I want to stamp this. Well, no, I'm not going to stamp that. I'm going to stamp the thank you onto the card front. And this is, ooh, I didn't plan this, so it'll go though. Okay, let's go in with real red. Real red? No, Poppy Parade. Matches with this one. Let's do Poppy Parade. Just kind of randomly stamp. Oh, let's do another one kind of hanging off up here. There. Don't think we get any nasty words if anything's hanging off. Okay. Let's just go with a little stitched oval then, and I think we could put. Let's stick with that Poppy Parade. Where did I put it? Right here. Good, good. Now I have a little piece left here. I'm wondering if we can cut out a few little flowers. Why not? There's these little yellow guys. Do a little fussy cutting. There, and there's this red flower, which is pretty. And I'm just bubble cutting, so I'll leave a little bit of white around the outside. Not going to bother me. Just going quickly. And what about, there's this partial pink one. Maybe we can tuck it behind somewhere. You won't even know that it's just a bit of it. Well, let's cut out these little leaves here. Maybe we can put that somewhere. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's put the seal onto the back here so we can stick things on. And let's throw that one behind there, tuck that one. Stay. Oh, it's not quite high enough. Come, come, come. Oh, it's out of glue. There. Finally. And our little sprig of yellow. we'll stick this little leaf poking out there. A little something right there. How about a little like so. Neat. Cute. Okay. What should we use here? What if we were to use like multiple ribbons? We'll see how this goes. Man, I need to clean my scissors. Get out some lemon essential oil. And let's do our mossy. Okay, so what if we were to add all of these? Oh yeah, we're done. Behind. So this one's the fattest. So maybe we'll add that first. Let's add some white up top, some yellow, and a hit of green. Cute. Almost put a little farther down, but that's okay. All right, let's go with our dimensionals to pop this up and keep those ribbons held down. Like so. I hear a leaf blower. It's kind of neat without just this little whoosh of the ribbon. I think that's fun. All right, let's add, might as well add our little champagne rhinestones now. There. Okay, let's glue this down now. Since it's pretty bumpy, I don't want to run my stamp and seal over top, so I'm just going to use my liquid multi-purpose glue. Throw that over top. Cute. I like it. I like how it turned out. Neat. Yeah, oh, I doubt it, Donna. You kind of have to, it's one of those things you just gotta do and just let be. If you think about it too much, it's kind of, it'll make your head hurt. All right, I think that we have 6 cards, I believe. I think I used all my card bases, so we've got 1, 2, 3, no I don't, oh yes I do, 4, 5, and 6. Boom, in less than an hour. Got 6 cards. Isn't that awesome? All different varieties of the same. We used like the same paper, just changed it up a bunch of different ways. I like that you can even put that sentiment on the front. I was thinking about stamping this onto the lighter portion because then you'd be able to see it well, but this kind of turned out really nicely. I like it. You could have added, you know, a little flower here as well, probably some little flowers. That would look really neat too. All sorts of variations. Lots of fun. All right, so there you go. There's a bunch of flowers. And I think the cool part about this would be that you could totally use all of the sentiments and make this as a gift, right? Throw this in one of these envelope or acetate boxes, and you now have a beautiful gift card set to give away. And really, you didn't use that many supplies, but it's gorgeous. And they're all the same color family, so they all kind of coordinate, right? Like they all have, you know, something, some hit of flower on them. So I think it's kind of cool. I love these gift sets, and they usually 5 with envelopes fits in there, but I'm sure you could squeeze a 6th. All right, so we did it. That's been a whole long hour. I normally have been trying to whittle down my videos to less than 30 minutes, but since we made 6 cards, I think we did pretty well. Thank you to all of you who have hung in there and stayed with me the entire time. Here's the new host code if you are interested in going shopping today. It's a doozy. GHUQ9XGU. So there we go. And if you want to go online shopping, there is the website, jenhouston.stampinup.net. And the host code, once again, the weird host code. And if you haven't done so already, if you've enjoyed this video, if it's given you some ideas, I would love it if you were to give me some hearts and likes and shares, and head over to my YouTube channel over at the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I need my tea. I've got Earl Grey tea. I love Earl Grey. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell, so then you'll be notified when I upload a video. All of these cards are going to go onto my blog this afternoon, and I'm not going to really do measurements. I'll do measurements of how I cut the 12 by 12 paper so that you can replicate that for sure. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. You've been my sunshine for sure, and if I can help in any way with your card ventures, let me know. I love to answer questions and craft. Let's just leave it at that. Have a good evening, everyone, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.